David Klimnik. Thank you. Wow. It has been a long time, you guys. It has been years since I've been up on stage. And it's been great. We got here early, as a matter of fact, and Carol and I were sitting upstairs, and I don't know if, is anybody staying here? No? Okay, I didn't think so. But this is one of the hotels that, it's a dating hotel for the ultra-Orthodox, for the Haredim. Yeah. And you gotta just, I mean, this is off topic, I know, but spend one evening, just sit on the couch in a lobby and watch the uncomfortability going on. Because these are all first dates. And like in 2 weeks, they're gonna be married. For the rest of their lives, you know? And they're going up to the bar and they're ordering water and apple cider or apple juice or something, and so what do you want to do for the rest of your life? I really hadn't thought about it until now. Let's get married. Which is pretty much how Carol and I got together. But that was a long time ago. But I mean, it's just the uncomfortability. I mean, can you imagine being a woman and you're sitting there and you're just so nervous, and the guy comes up to you and he says, okay, well, what would you like to drink? And she says, 2 fingers of scotch, neat. And he says, well, I was thinking more of like, apple cider or water. And she said, no, something 12 years old, Glenlivet. Glenfiddich is fine. I mean, it's got to be embarrassing, but it has nothing to do with what I was going to talk about tonight. What I wanted to talk about is that, I mean, it's been, like I said, it's been a long time since I've been up here. And so what, so what have I been doing in these years? And I've been getting old. Yeah, like a lot of us have, right? We just, we stand around and get old. And I mean, I've been doing other things. I've been doing a lot of writing. I wrote a book, very funny book. It's called 5 Speed. It's available on Amazon and both in Kindle edition and paperback. That's my commercial for the night. And other than that, I've been getting old. I know, because I'm officially old. I'm 62. You see, you clapped. You clapped because I made it to 62. And it's true. I've been old officially for 2 years now. Because 60 is the official age of getting old. If somebody dies when they're 59, they say, oh, he was so young. But if somebody is 60, same people will say, well, he lived a full life. 1 year. 1 year between old and young. And I don't understand that. I mean, it's like, do you guys remember the Who, their famous song from way back when, My Generation? Yeah. Hope I die before I get old? Well, don't you think it's about time? I mean, they are old. And old rockers do not get old gracefully. They look like hell. They really do. It's just such a shame. I mean, they do not age gracefully. Keith Richards. My God, Keith Richards, right? I gotta tell you, if I die before Keith Richards, I'm gonna be pissed. Because he's got some kind of a deal with the devil that I'm gonna piss off. Of course, I think that part of that deal is you gotta be the scariest person on earth. I mean, have you seen a close-up of his face? The the creases and the crevices. People live in there. They do. They have houses and condos, a whole school system. I mean, it's just, I'm not a homosexual to the best of my knowledge, but if I had a choice between waking up next to Keith Richards of the Rolling Stones and Freddy Krueger of Nightmare on Elm Street, yeah, I'd be like, Freddy, how about a manicure, buddy? I mean, just old, and everybody knows it. You know, everybody knows it. The advertising people know it. I mean, by applause or show of hands, whatever you want. Have we got any boomers in the audience? Or is this the wrong country to ask that? I mean, yeah, born between the years of 1946 and 1964. Anybody? Yeah? Okay, baby boomers, right? Yeah, you're old. You're old. You're old, and that's okay, because the advertising agencies, they got it down. Man, when I'm in the States and I'm watching the commercials and the television shows that I watch, they are just geared for baby boomers. They're all about medicine. They're all about medicine for getting old. And it's and they all come with like 250 things that can go wrong. And then they say, ask your doctor. What? You know, it's like the national skateboarding championship is not sponsored by Viagra. I guarantee it, you know? But golfing? Right? Super Bowl? Absolutely. Women's tennis? Without question. And they even have a name for it now. They've got ED. Yeah, erectile dysfunction. I can just, they didn't have that when I was a little kid. I can just imagine me watching the Super Bowl with my dad, and I'm 10 years old, and I look up at my dad and I say, Dad, what's erectile dysfunction? And he looks at me and he says, it's something I wish I had 10 years ago. Because that's the kind of relationship my dad and I had. And it's really, I mean, it's gotten ridiculous. But talk about the old days. I mean, the old days when women didn't breastfeed. When I was an infant, at least to my knowledge, baby boomers, we had the powdered formula, right? That you mix up. Well, my mother never had time to mix it up. She just kind of poured the powder down my throat. Yeah, if it was the 70s, she would have cut it up into lines and I would have snorted. Yeah, and even now, I mean, a lot of people say, you know, Charlie, maybe you are the way you are because of all the drugs you did in the 70s. And I said, well, I don't know. I really don't remember the 70s. But it's all about getting old, and I'm okay with that, and we should be okay with it. We've got boomers in the audience, and we should be okay with it. I mean, I woke up on my 60th birthday, and I was bald. I was bald. I didn't have any hair on the top of my head, and I had a gray beard. How the hell did that happen? All of a sudden, I didn't need a comb for the top of my head, but I needed one for my back. What is that, gravity? And it's not like I stopped growing hair. It's just all in my ears. And my nose. You know? It's like I still have to shave, but with a straight razor in my ear. It hurts. It hurts. But that's okay. Because I accept it and I embrace it. And that's what we should do. Guys, I didn't see any guys here that actually do it, but we've all seen them. The guys that are bald on top with the little ponytail going on in the back. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. That is not attractive at all. Admit that you're bald. You know, admit it, embrace it, be okay with it. I'll tell you, the worst person in the world that has a problem with it is Donald Trump. You know, and I don't mean to get political or anything, but he's bald. I mean, he's got a comb over, a comb under, a comb around. You're bald. Admit it. You know, get over it. And it's like he's dyed his hair. And he's dyed his hair the same color that every other old guy dyes their hair. It's that yellow color that doesn't exactly appear in nature. You know, that makes you look like you're walking along the street and you're a walking, talking traffic sign. Yeah, it's just, or jet black because, you know, you're Elvis. I mean, it's just, it's unbelievable. And why is that? Why do we do things like that? It's because our brains, guys, our brains do not go at the same rate as our bodies do. Like, for instance, in my mind, I'm like 30, 35 years old, you know? So I see a beautiful young girl walking down the street, and I think to myself, I can get her. Because I haven't looked in the mirror this morning. It's just, we gotta get over it. And that's what we do. And one of the first things that we do, the first signs of age, and I don't know if it's for women, but I know definitely for guys, is that you make a noise when you sit down and when you stand up. Right? It's a grunt. It comes from the back of your throat. You don't know where it came from. It's not like it hurts, you know? But it's like all of a sudden you find yourself going, I'm sitting down. I'm standing up. And you don't know what, it didn't happen when you were younger, you know? When you were younger, it didn't happen. And when I was younger, I was thin. I mean, now I work like hell to stay like this. Believe me. I mean, these days, I gained 2 kilos walking by a burger spot. It's just, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. And it just happens. It happens. And we got to be okay with that. You know, I become crotchety. I like that. I like being a crotchety old man. I'm out there screaming at the kids, get off the lawn! And I'm mid-gone soccer. You know? And wigs, you know, talking about hair, wigs, toupees, whatever you want. Guys, don't do it. I mean, I saw a guy over here, he doesn't have any hair. More power to you, buddy. More power to you. Really. Because
since high school, though.
Since high school. Okay, to hear more about that, you're going to have to pay me. But seriously, I mean, don't wear a wig, you guys. It's just, people know it. People know you're wearing a wig. Everybody in the room knows you're wearing a wig. Before you got into the room, they knew you were wearing a wig. While you were driving in your car, they knew you were wearing a wig. I mean, if I was sitting on an airplane and I saw the pilot get on wearing a wig, I'm thinking, oh my God, we're all gonna die. It's just don't do it, you know? And it happens this way, you know, for the rest of our lives. We're on a downhill slope, and the hill is not that big. But that's okay. That's okay, because we've gotten this far, you know? We're part of the baby boomer generation. We're part of the best generation in the world. But now we're old. And that's okay. That really is. I noticed,